Alright guys, well here we are, the final episode of the rebuild. The bike is now 80% done. We're a week away now till the bike gets sent over to Spain. It's the Sunday before, and I take the bike over to Brands Hatch next Sunday for it to be taken to Spain. So yeah, going to give you the final look on how the bike looks, all the things we've done to it to get it to this point. And yeah, just show you how it's gone. It's been a lot harder this winter than I thought it was. I wasn't expecting to do this much work on the bike. I was hoping it was just going to be a quick once over and leave as it is, but it's gone completely back to the start. Completely stripped it down, nut and bolt, and put it all back together. So hopefully it's all going to run nice, and this is what the 2020 Flint's Motorcycles pit bike looks. So here it is. And I am so chuffed with how it's turned out, the graphics, the wheels, how it's all come together. It looks really good. Really impressed with it. Start off, I'll tell you all the cosmetic things I've done, then we'll go into the stuff that we've done on the rebuild. So since you last saw it, obviously, we've now got the new graphics on from Danger UK. And they look really smart, so we'll go through all the sponsors. Obviously the bike shop here that I'm at now, Flint Motorcycles, where I work. Got Parker Racing, they've supplied all my bits, engine wise, and some other little bits as well. Some great sponsorship for the, getting some great sponsorship off them for this season, so I really appreciate that. That is Danger UK, there they are, Danger UK, they're the people who do the graphics, but they also do everything. They also do my clothing, they do gazebo tops, wallets, chairs, you name it, they all design it for you. A real good company, and as you can see, the graphics have come out really good. They look really good. Other sponsors, RC Coatings, they're the people who did my frame and powder coated my wheels, so they've come out mega. DRC Leathers, they've sponsored me this year, my race suit. Sadly, I'm not going to get that before Spain. Obviously, people getting new suits this time of year, that's the busiest when they are. And I'm still waiting for them, and I'm not going to get them before Spain, which I'm a bit gutted about, but there's not a lot I can do. At least they look fresh for round one at Landau. Case Desai Centre, they're the people, they just change my tyres, wheels, whenever I need it doing, which is quite common on a pit bike, obviously. So yeah, they don't charge me anything for that, so they're good lads there. So they're all the sponsors. So yeah, that's bike and the graphics. Right, and we'll look at some of the other, obviously the engine's in now. I'll go into the internals and that in a bit. Obviously rear shocks, just had a clean up. My Scorpion exhaust. Back wheel here, Parker sent me these. And they look really bling. They're just a lot easier to put the rear paddock stand on. Normally I would have the bobbins on there, but now they're on here, so they're really nice. They look really smart, so they look good. Go around to the other side. Obviously we got this, they're very hard to get hold of now, and I won't be getting rid of that anytime soon. The carbon fibre stator plate cover, which looks really trick. Got a new front sprocket, my other one. The teeth were just starting to bend over slightly now, so it was just better to get a new one. Obviously that's a Talon one, not the cheap Chinese one. So yeah, that looks all smart. All my fancy yellow pipework. The VM26 Mikuni carb. All freshly cleaned out, ready to go. Down here, another little goodie from Parker Racing. I obviously had the standard Brembo caliper mount, but Parker has made one that he's designed to fit the SP forks and also the Volt forks on pit bikes, and yeah, that looks really smart. The front wheel spins a lot more freely now than what it did on the original Brembo bracket, so that is a lot nicer. As you can see there, yeah, it looks really good, so really pleased with that. Looks good. Obviously all the new graphics. I managed to, because I said the last video we were struggling, I've just extended it out a bit It's nice and stiff and rigid to fit the Ardell brake lever, because obviously you can tell it's a lot bigger than your standard pit bike lever, but that's all fitted on nicely now. Brakes bled nicely, so they're all good. So you got your clutch lever on, new throttle cable, like I said last time, it's always worth changing that. And that is about it really. I'll sit down through you now and tell you what I did to the engine. So here is everything that I got done on the engine this season. Obviously got axle bobbins, obviously nothing to do with the engine, the Brembo. So we've got new exhaust, copper gasket, sun plug, obviously front sprocket. They're all basic things, they were just general wear and tear. New oil seals, piston and barrel, including all your gaskets, a whole new clutch, crank casing, it's the slightly upgraded one. No advantage to the engine, it's just I believe, not very mechanically minded, sometimes the bearings come out of just cheap Chinese stuff. They come out of like where the bearing sits, and mine had started to worn, so I have got the new uprated right side crankcase housing. So yeah, that makes it a lot better. If that makes any sense to you guys, I said I'm not the most, that's the reason I get my engine sent away to go somewhere else. I'm not the most mechanically minded person. Obviously a full gasket kit, oil seal set, valve collars, and a valve set. I had a look at all my ones that had come off, and they were really worn, even just after a season of riding. So it's definitely worth getting them all changed after a season of riding. I says it doesn't cost that much, so it's definitely worth doing. So yeah, so that is the bike, all ready to go. Can't wait to get to Spain now. This time of year, I always feel like I forgot how to ride a bike, because it's been such a long time since the last rode one. So I've rode bikes on the road working for my new shop, but I guess this time of year, and I always feel like, oh, I'm going to get to Spain and I've forgotten how to ride. But normally I do a few laps and I'm ready to get going. So yeah, that's about it really, guys. Can't wait to get going now. Obviously I'm going to do a big vlog for Spain, because a lot of you pit bike guys, you've never been on the Spain trip, and I really advise you go. It's a great trip. I've been going now for about the last 6 years. I went originally when I was 8 on a mini moto. I'm not 8, 13. Yeah, about when I was 13 on a mini moto, and I've enjoyed it ever since. So it's definitely worth a trip going on, and I'll break down the pricing for you, because it's a lot less money than what you probably think. You think, bloody hell, going to ride a pit bike in Spain, that's going to cost a fortune. But it really doesn't. So I'll do a real breakdown price on just how much it costs for your hotel, obviously riding the track, the insurance, things like that. So I'll do a price breakdown, and yeah, next time I'll see you guys, we'll be in Spain. Look forward to seeing you. Give us a comment, tell me what you think of the bike, if you like it. It got the most, I think that's the most liked picture I've ever had on Instagram. I think I've got over 600 likes, which for some people isn't a lot, but for me it is. So yeah, comment below, tell me what you think of the bike, if you like the colours, or if you got any questions on like anything that has been done to the bike, anything that you probably want to know more about doing to your own. So yeah, give us a comment. If you've not already subscribed, I really appreciate it if you could, and I'll see you all in Benidorm.